You ever think history class was a bit suspicious? I mean, sure, kings, wars, inventions, great stuff. But what if I told you a bunch of it was completely wrong? Like Vikings with horned hats wrong, or Napoleon the tiny angry man wrong. Well, buckle up, Brainiac. We're counting down the top 10 history facts you totally believed that are totally bogus. And stick around for number 1. It's so wrong, it might cause a mild existential crisis. Number 10. Napoleon was short. He wasn't. Napoleon was around 5'6", maybe 5'7", which was average for the time. So why do we picture him as this grumpy French gnome? British propaganda. They painted him like a pocket-sized tyrant, and we just ran with it. Poor guy conquered half of Europe, and all we remember is that he was tiny. Number 9. Vikings wore horned helmets. Wrong again, Norse nerds. Vikings were many things. Explorers, raiders, trendsetters in beard fashion. But they didn't wear horned helmets. That look, invented by a 19th century costume designer for an opera. So basically, Viking cosplay. The real thing, way more helmet, way less horny. Number 8. Marie Antoinette said, "Let them eat cake." Nope, never said it. This juicy quote was already floating around in French satire before she was even queen. She just happened to be rich, unpopular, and married to a guy named Louis. So the revolutionaries slapped it on her like a name tag. "Hi, my name is Villain." The truth? She probably didn't even like cake. Tragic. Number 7. Columbus discovered America. Not quite. Indigenous peoples had been living there for thousands of years. Also, the Vikings showed up around the year 1000. They looked around, went, cold, and dipped. Columbus, he landed in the Caribbean and thought it was India. So, gold star for effort. Number 6. Medieval people thought the earth was flat. Nope, educated folks in the Middle Ages knew the earth was round, just like the ancient Greeks did. Even Columbus knew it. He was just bad at math and thought Asia was right around the corner. The flat earth myth? Invented in the 1800s to make the past look dumb. And it worked. Congrats, I guess. Number 5. The Great Fire of London ended the plague. Nice story, but no. The fire did torch a lot of things, but not the plague. By the time it started, the worst of the outbreak was already over. The real heroes? Quarantine, cold weather, and the rats that didn't carry the plague. Plot twist. It was the fleas all along.
Number 4. Salem. Witches were burned at the stake. Wrong spooky visual. Try again. In 1692, during the Salem witch trials, nobody was burned. Most were hanged. One guy was crushed with stones. Yikes. Witchcraft? Nah. It was mostly mass hysteria, land disputes, and teenage drama. Basically, Mean Girls meets The Crucible. Number 3. Romans had vomitoriums to puke mid-feast. Sounds wild? Totally wrong. Vomitorium was just the name for stadium exits, as in where the crowd spills out after a show. No puking, no tactical feast resets, just ancient Romans leaving the Colosseum like, ooh, traffic. Number 2. Einstein failed math. Einstein? The E equals MC squared guy? Failed math? Absolutely not. He crushed math as a kid, even learned calculus before most kids could spell it. The myth came from people misreading the Swiss grading system. Let's be real, if Einstein failed math, we'd still be using pigeons instead of Wi-Fi. Number 1. Cleopatra was Egyptian. Plot twist, Cleopatra wasn't Egyptian. She was Greek, a descendant of Alexander the Great's general, Ptolemy. Her dynasty ruled Egypt for 300 years, but they spoke Greek, married Greek, and kept it all in the family, a little too literally. So when you picture Cleopatra, think less pharaoh and more philosopher queen with family issues. Now I know what you're thinking. If that's number 1, what else don't I know? Well, let's go back to number 10. Our misunderstood short king, Napoleon Bonaparte. Was he really that short? Did he really conquer Europe because of small man energy? Or was the whole tiny tyrant thing just a British roast that got out of hand? In our next deep dive episode, we're slicing through the height chart and diving into the propaganda, politics, and pettiness that built Napoleon's very short legacy. And it's juicier than you think. Still hungry for fun facts and brain snacks? Click one of these juicy episodes right here. And don't forget to hit subscribe, because the next time someone says history is boring, you're gonna blow their mind with 10 ways they're totally wrong. Get you in the next one, Factonauts.